Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. In this video, I'm going to take a look at two of the major currency pairs, the Aussie versus US dollar and the New Zealand versus US dollar. Both of them are benefiting from the China move to the upside, the stimulus moves that announced last week and continued this week with lower mortgage rates demanded by the China government on banks to lower their mortgage rates. And so that all of that is boosting stocks in China, leading to risk on sentiment, and that tends to help the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar. So let's get started. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie versus US dollar. And what we saw in trading last week was that the price did try to move lower midweek, falling below the 100-hour moving average right here on, I guess that's Wednesday, and moving down toward this high price going back to this period right through here. The buyers came in against that level and pushed the price back to the upside, and that was got the ball rolling in the upward direction here. We broke back above the 100-hour moving average. I like the fact that we held 100-hour moving average here before moving higher. We moved up to this swing area up here between the 0.6895 and 0.6899. What's the significance of that area? To see it, you have to go to the daily chart. And if I go back to this, these highs right through here, this is in June of 2023, and this high right here, which is in July of 2023, those levels came in at 0.6894 up to 0.6999. So those levels were the reason why when we go back to the hourly chart, we see this area right through here where we did find some sellers up there. We pushed down, and then we moved up in trading on Friday. And what was important on the corrective move on Friday was that the low prices through here did stall right near this swing area right here. Also in trading here today, beginning Asian session, we held out the support and moved back to the upside. So that's the evolution of the upside. Trying to go below the 100-hour moving average, failing, getting above the 100-hour moving average, and increasing the momentum, getting above the 90 or 0.69 level or 0.68999 level, and moving higher. So the price has gone up to 0.6941 in trading here today. Where does that take us on the daily chart? Going back to our daily chart, here's where we're at, and you have to go all the way back to this period right through here, which is in February of 2023 to have the price trade at those highest levels. And as you can see, through this period here, there's lots of ups and downs in the market. The most recent high moved all the way up to 0.7027. So that's still about 90 pips away from the current level, and but certainly a target that we need to that we aspire toward, as long as the price can remain above this 69 level down to 0.68947 level. If it can do that, like it has today, then the upside is open, and we can continue this probing in that directional bias. Let's take a look at the New Zealand versus US dollar next. And similar to what we saw in the Euro versus US dollar midweek last week, we fell below the 100-hour moving average and then moved back above it, reestablished support against that level. We came back down close to it here on Friday's trade before moving to the upside, making new highs for the week. And in trading today, we moved up to a high of 0.6376 before rotating to the downside. We were still higher on the day, but off of the highest levels, and also off the high price that we saw in Friday's trade right through here. Now let's take a look at the daily chart to see what all of this means. And if you take a look at the daily chart, I talked about this on Friday as well in this in my video, how we're moving into this area right through here between 0.6363 and 0.6389. It's home to a number of different swing highs going back in time to all the way to early 2023. You can see the number of different times that the price came within this area. We moved above it here, but then fell below the level. We returned back to it in end of December 2023, and now we're moving back up toward it here. By the way, the end of December level came out at 0.6368. And as you can see, we've moved up briefly above that level in trading here today, but currently back below that level. So we're going to be watching this area between 0.6363 and 0.6389 for the New Zealand versus US dollar. Get above it, and like the Aussie versus US dollar, it opens the door for further upside momentum. That's what I would expect in that currency pair. If we stay below this level right here, if we do find willing sellers, and by the way, it is an area that you can sell against with a stop on a break above. But if we do move back below the 63 level here and start to show more momentum to the downside, we could see a further rotation down. We'll look down toward, on the daily chart at least, down toward the 0.6272, 0.6285 level. So there you have it. A look at the Aussie versus US dollar, New Zealand versus US dollar, both being benefited from the risk-on sentiment off of the China stimulus, both monetary and fiscally. We'll see if that momentum continues going forward. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.